Okay, so this is going to be one of those videos where I'm looking for other people's opinion on this. Specifically, machines where the grip is super short, okay? The real question is, how do you wrap this so you can still adjust your needle stroke? Typically, I'm wrapping my grip with barrier film so that we can seal the end and have the barrier film come up over this area, and then I would machine bag the other area, the rest of the machine, and put that over, creating a seal here. I just don't understand when companies make machines with a grip this short. It's literally not even the grip tape or Sensi wrap, whatever you want to call it, is literally thicker as far as this width goes. So you're wrapping that over this as well, which is also probably going to hinder this. So I just got this machine. As you probably know, it's all over that they released their Mast Archer 2, okay? The Mast Archer original grip was literally this long, and I loved that about that machine. It was kind of one of my favorite things, but I use this on fake skin and it's great. Like, it worked really well, and I would love to use it on a touch-up tomorrow. So I'm gonna wrap this and see if there's a way to adjust the stroke. And I'm looking to you guys who are watching, if you have any tips, tricks, what do you do in this situation? Because I'm at the point where I probably won't use this machine specifically because of that. I don't want anything getting in the tip here, blood or plasma or anything from the tattoo process. These don't have disposable grips, so you need to autoclave the tip or be cleaning it with Cabicide. So I realistically, all I can think is people are just putting machine bags. I think people are literally just putting machine bags over the machine and using this as their barrier section, right? And then what? Just wrapping this? Are you just leaving the end loose? So is this the way people are adjusting? This seems so clunky and not user-friendly at all. I would never do that. But realistically, I honestly just don't know a way to wrap this machine. So we're going to just wrap it as if this was my barrier film. So, we've created a pretty okay seal. It's not like I like it, I will be honest. But this already looks horrible. I don't know if I'm just picky or what. I just feel like, I don't know. So hang tight while I sort of get like a little wrap on this, and then we'll see if we can adjust the hang or not. And I guess we'll go from there, but this already just feels wrong to me. This doesn't feel right. But if this is what you were going to do and only wrap the bag, I imagine this is what you would do. So, there's some of the machine is exposed here with this machine bag hole, which is something I don't really love. I guess the back would have to stay open because you would have to adjust like this in little increments. Like this, I guess. But then you'd risk touching the machine. But if the machine was taped up and it was tight like this, you couldn't adjust it without ripping the machine bag. So I feel like I'm at a loss here, and I honestly wanted to make this video to see if anyone else had any suggestions as to how they would do this, because it just doesn't make sense to me. We could try to wrap it with the barrier film just so I can prove my point, but that feels like a waste of supplies, to be honest. Like, you can't really you can stretch the bag, it's ripping the bag, you know what I mean? So at this point, if you were to do that, and the bag's gonna rip. So it just doesn't feel like this makes any sense to me. And there's a ton of machines out there like this, and I just don't get it. With the grip being that short, it just doesn't make sense to me. I'll show you the other issue. I guess we will just go through everything because why not? I'm not going to edit this video. I'm just literally going to post this video so everyone can see what I'm talking about here and help each other, I guess, in this situation. So no matter what here, right? Like if I wrapped the grip around here, we can't adjust the needle hang. If we were to remove the grip, put a machine bag over and only wrap this portion, we can, but the barrier film is so big that this also doesn't totally make sense. Let's see. Let's just wrap it how I would normally wrap my machines and see, I guess. I guess this is the only... I mean, I guess this is the same way. I guess you would wrap it the same way that I wrap all my machines. But once we get the grip tape on, we're going to see if you can actually adjust the needle hang or if not. And that'll be the deciding factor. I guess that will literally be what decides if I'm going to be using this machine tomorrow or not. So this is what I would typically do, is wrap the grip with a layer hanging over the grip, right? So that goes over the machine bag. I would use the hole in the machine bag to pull it up over this section so we can create an actual seal here. But even this section is super short on these machines. So let's see if we can actually get this sealed. Okay, I guess it works. I guess I'm gonna waste more grip tape, which is, you know, it is what it is. I'll use one that's not my favorite. Just so you guys know, if you go out and buy this cheetah pattern one, the one that I got is not very sticky to itself. It will, yeah, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. But it's not my favorite. So usually I start by wrapping the tip pretty tight, making sure this is all neat and stuff, and then I'll just kind of, you know, do my typical wrap. As you can see, as you're pulling on it, it's coming off with zero pressure, so it just doesn't wrap the machine very tight. And as you also know, I tape up the end of my machine. It's crazy because, I'm not going to lie, I was watching the new season of Ink Master, and a lot of people are rocking their machine just like this, like with the bag wide open. I don't understand for sure. I mean, yeah, sure, if you're tattooing, like nothing is going to get in there probably, but like, I don't know, better safe than sorry in this situation. We're talking about bloodborne pathogens and infections and diseases and such. So I always like to wrap mine all the way like that and clean this up and just make the seal tight and make it look better. I just feel like this looks cleaner as well. Okay, so moment of truth. As you may remember, since this video is probably very short, the grip only goes to like here. Grip tape is wider than the grip. So we're clearly past the grip. So if we were to put our needle cartridge in, which I suppose I could waste one of those too. Yeah, let's just use something that I won't probably use. We'll just use a random round shader. Not a huge round shader fan, so this is not a huge deal. This is why I like the barrier film as well, as, you know, this creates a very complete seal. So nothing's getting inside of your machine. And, you know, I just think that's important. Let's power it on. And we're running, and I guess it works like kind of, nope, this is my problem. That's what I'm talking about. So if you needed to, you know, go back and forth on your grip a few times, blah, 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 there we go. The bag ripped. It just literally ripped. There's too much tension in that area. And so now the machine is not usable for a tattoo. So hopefully someone watched this video, even just one person who has a solve for this issue. If you do, please leave a comment. It would be very much appreciated. It would be very much appreciated. And I'm sure there's other people watching this video who will also appreciate your comment. All right, thanks so much for watching.